Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty B. We've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us a little bit more about this lineup.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup likes to run the bases. They like to run them aggressively. Stolen bases are not out of the equation. Taking the extra bag, putting the defense on blast right here. The key for this offense is getting guys on base to create havoc.
1-0 the count. Hit out towards second. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Tapped up the first baseline. Rizzo comes up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the... Settling in now, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Javier Baez.
Ready, here's the first offering. Heading out towards shallow right. Davis is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Second, right.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Full count now, 3-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Another full count offering on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Naquin calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Here's Chris Bryant now. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. Ready with the... Down and away, ball 1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Still no score. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball that just misses inside.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Now the 1-0. Foul ball, 1-1. He's set and
right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. And there's out number 2. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Gloved by Russell. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. He went deep in the contest last night.
Kyle Schwarber.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And right into the shift. Taken in by Encarnacion. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
First baseman.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a fastball chopped fouled at the plate. It's strike 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Carrasco pauses. Here it is on 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be
and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Into the bleachers and gone.
only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
In now, Francisco Mejia, as he'll take a look at ball one. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Rajay Davis.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Mejia on third. Carrasco is at second with nobody out. To short. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Zobrist giving chase. One down. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ball and a strike.
We got a ball, 1 strike.
2-1 to Jose Ramirez.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Almora back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Ready for another chance? Edwin Encarnacion. He popped out in his first trip. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here's Ben Zobrist now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. That evens it up 1-1. 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2 is in there, a called strike 3. And now the Cubs pitcher, Yu Darvish. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
You know what that ugly swing tells me right there? This guy's got his good slider working. That thing's got depth and bite.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Addison Russell. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Carrasco pauses. Here it comes on 1-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Now the 1-1 pitch is outside for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Chased a bad ball up out of the zone. 2-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Swing and a ground ball to third. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Russell's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Tyler Naquin. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. trying to pick things up where he left off. Jason Kipnis. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. And he will apply the tag himself. Here's Javier Baez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Baez makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Time now for the Indians' Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors. He's set and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kipnis has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Chris Bryant now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Up the middle. Kipnis has it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that in now for Cleveland. Francisco Mejia. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. The first pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Mejia, a 22-year-old. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Into the box now the Indians pitcher Carlos Carrasco, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. 0-1 the count. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sass.
No balls and a strike to count. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And the pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. The 1-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Another one sent foul. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field.
In comes Naquin.
He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The catcher, number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Two out, nobody on. And he lays off for ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees. The 2-1 home. Back up the middle. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1 changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Contreras is off at first with 2 away. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Kipnis is there, so they do get their first hit, but their first run will. Here's Michael Brantley. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Count now, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit down the line at first. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. The throw into second. Throw won't get him.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Russell has it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Edwin Encarnacion now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. No balls and 1 strike. As a look, now the pitch. Popped him up. Rizzo over to his left. 2 gone. Ready for another shot now. Francisco Lindor. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike one. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1 left for the... Ian Happ is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. His average sits at 296 entering play. 11 home runs and 29 driven in.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Happ is retired, and there's 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Addison Russell. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
That's why they call it a game of adjustments right there. The batter has to feel good about what he just did. Swung and missed at the first changeup, got it again, and was able to get himself a knock.
Here's Javier Baez. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 0-2 home. Missed with a slider. The 1-2. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Carrasco pauses. Here comes the first pitch. A little bouncer. Ready with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Russell leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Oh, 2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 52.
Ready once again, Tyler Naquin. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Grimm A native of Tennessee. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly, it's been kind of an average year for him. But he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Jason Kipnis will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. It's a solo homer here for Jason Kipnis. His second of the game, and the Indians move in front now 3-0. Into the box, Francisco Mejia. 0-1 the count. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Hard ground ball to third. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Now a bunt attempt here. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One for the Indians on the home run by. Digging in to try it again, Chris Bryant. And he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Popped him up. Encarnacion is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Cubs.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. No hits to this point. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here? A swing and a high drive to right center field. Naquin ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And gone into the right field bleachers. Solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Cubs are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give him a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets him going.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras as the 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Well, here's Rajay Davis now.
Leading off for the
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The high fastball is in there. The windup and the 0-1. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high. Fouled away. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. Striding in once again, Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
High in the air out to center field. Zobrist is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter.
Ready for another chance. Jose Ramirez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. Contreras corrals it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. I'm set with the 0-1. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Lindor. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. No balls and a strike to count. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Indians strand a couple. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Tommy La Stella move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And that misses, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Curveball that time, not even close.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Grounded back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hats off to that one. Here's Addison Russell. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Carrasco pauses. Here's the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Davis is there. And the inning is over. 3 up. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Brandon Morrow enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First offering on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Popped high in the air. And there's your first out of the inning. Jason Kipnis will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Almora. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Francisco Mejia. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And Morrow uses the fastball to get ahead. It's 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Russell shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Here's Javier Baez. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Ready with the 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Low for ball 1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Baez leads off second with one gone in the inning. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Wow, I know shortstops have the reputation for being flashy, and I think he was trying to show off his cannon of an arm on that one. But the cannon was a little too powerful, and the ball sails way over the first baseman's head. He did get a lot behind the throw, though.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force-feed something the other way.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. So stepping in, Anthony Rizzo.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Behind 0-2 now. Cubs are down to their final strike here. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
The count now at 2 and 2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3 and 2 now.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
High pop-up. Encarnacion on the move. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game.